Hi everyone, it's Gayle. I am here today with a craft with me. We're getting back to our boho journal, and today we're going to make a writing board for it, and then we'll do whatever else we have time for. But first I want to say hi and hugs to Ricky, Mama Megs, Candace, and Crafty Grandma 56. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for your comments. And let's get started. So, I have this chipboard that came in Happy Mail, and it's nice and thick. It's going to work great. And I've got some wild tissue paper, and I've got my bag of beads, beaded trims. So that's what we're going to work with. I brought over my big paper cutter. I love this thing. It just will, it will cut chipboard. So it's awesome. Okay. So my journal is 9 by 6. So I want this to be about 9 by 6. I am going to look at this. This is like, okay, well, this is just like 8 1/4, which is okay. We're just going to want this part, then the width to be 6. So I think I'm going to cut off a little bit of the edge because it's a little bit bent and stuff. So I'm going to stand up to do this just so I have the pressure to go through the chipboard. But isn't that sweet? It just goes right through it. So I do have this cutter on my Gayle's Favorite Things on my website. So if you want a good heavy-duty cutter, this is your guy right here. Okay, so let's see here. And my website's always going to be in the description box below the video, guys. So some of you have asked where that is, and it is right under the video, and there's a little triangle, and if you hit that, it opens up the description box and you can see what's in there. Okay, so I'm going to go slightly less than 6. Just going to go slightly less. Okay. There we go. There's our board. That is perfect. Okay, bear with me a moment while I move my cutter and put my glass mat back down. Okay, because we're going to do a little Mod Podging, and it's always good to have the glass mat a little bit. I think what I might do as well is I might go ahead and put down some wax paper. I think I will, just because I'm a messy girl. Okay, we've got my little jar with my paintbrush, got my Mod Podge. I'm just going to use matte Mod Podge on this. And let's see, I'm going to keep this because that is possible spine material. So I'm going to keep this little extra. I'll just pop it over on the other table. Okay, so what we're going to do first is Mod Podge this tissue paper on here on one side and the other. Let's see. It looks like, let us see. Oh yeah, we can go this way and then, yeah. Okay, then I don't use as much tissue. Okay, that goes in the extra tissue bag, which is overflowing. I loved your suggestion of putting bags of scraps on my Etsy. We'll see how that goes. And while we're Mod Podging here, I have a question, Etsy related question. So I'm going to set that aside for a second and get the Mod Podge on here. I had a suggestion, and this is only for like journal supply related stuff, not the journals themselves. But I had a suggestion. A gal was like, would you put stuff on your Etsy and not announce it, because then everybody goes and buys it and I never have a chance. And, you know, so my question is, how would you feel about me doing, putting stuff on my Etsy, journaling supplies, without doing, usually I do an Etsy restock type of video, but how would you feel about that? Because, oops, like I say, I've had that suggestion, and I don't know. One of the advantages for me would be, then it would spread the orders out a little bit. I wouldn't have like 50 orders in a day. I'd have, you know, however many orders as people discovered it. So if you don't mind giving me a comment and telling me what you think, and then I can kind of see how the majority feels and go from there. I have a lot of fun finds from estate sales and stuff that once my vacation is done, I need to get listed in my Etsy. So, so it was kind of a timely comment. Okay, I'm gonna move these for just a second. I'm just gonna lay down my tissue paper, and I'm gonna put this on the fold like that is what I'm gonna do. And then I'll turn it over and do a little smooth with it. Lovely. Okay, we'll do the other side. So let me know what you think. Would you rather me do a Etsy announcement, or just put it on as I'm ready and just let you discover it for yourself? Just let me know what you think on that. I'm good either way. It's like I say, sometimes when I do the announcement, it's crazy because I get, you know, a lot of people run over, which is awesome, and I thank you so much. But I also understand what she's saying. She's like, I never get there in time when you do a video, and then by the time I get there, it's all gone. So if you didn't announce it, I'd have a better chance, she said. So let me know what you think, and we'll go with that. Because yeah, I have some really cool stuff. The last estate sale I went to, I got these really cool, they're like, you know, those little cards with those little definition cards that are about, you know, yay big. They're like that, only they're from a guy who was a postman. And back in the day, apparently they had to memorize the addresses of places or something. Anyway, he had all these flashcards from memorizing the places. And so I have some from Idaho, and then I have some from Montana. The ones from Montana are hand typed, and so they're really kind of cool. So anyway, when I get ready to put those on, I'm going to do a video of how I'm going to alter them and stuff. So anyway, just sort of a thought on that. You know, I might let that simmer a little bit, let that dry a little bit. I'm going to stand it up like this against my thingamajiggy here and get rid of this, and maybe we'll pick out, go ahead and pick out a trim while that's drying just a bit before we cut it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the Mod Podge, put it over here. Alrighty. I think I kind of want my cover too, just to look at them both at the same time. And then the writing board is going to live in the back of the journal, just right back here. And so when the journal's closed, I'm going to put beaded tassel or beaded trim on this edge so that it hangs out and looks festive. Okay, so all this is trim that is not beaded. Okay, this is beaded. This was some I got at an estate sale. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, that is like over the top, isn't it? Okay, the fact that it is exactly the right length makes me sort of wonder if it's meant to be, but look at that. That'd be fun. I don't know. Feels like a lot, but you know, that's what's fun about boho is you kind of go to excess with it, you know? Okay, so there's that. That could be really kind of fun. And it's removable. So, you know, so there's that. Okay, let's see what else we might have that. No. This one's really cool too. I gotta go with it, you guys. I just gotta go with these tassels. It's just too cool. Look at this one from this estate sale. That's a really cool one too. Blue. Love it. I don't know. We might have to use that on something too. Okay. Winner chicken dinner with this one. That's just way too cool. Okay. I'm going to set this up here, and we are going to work on this a little bit. It's still a little bit damp, but that's okay. I am just going to cut along here, cut along the chipboard, and then I'm going to sand it a little bit on the edge, I think. We'll just show you as we go, kind of, because as you cut this, it's fine, but it's not going to be perfect. And you know, I always go for perfection. Not. Okay, I was going for the wild colors. Do you feel like it needs to be toned down at all? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just kind of wondering with the tassels look a little more worn and aged. Okay, here, let's grab out a... Do I have one that's out? Oh, I do. I thought I did. Okay, so see where it's like a little rough right there? I'm just going to sand that off a little bit. Okay, I did really well on the bottom. Yeah, that looks really good, but there's a little few edges here that need to go to. Okay. All right, and then you can kind of see the chipboard in places. So what I like to do with that is take my Faber-Castell Big Brush Artist Big Pen, and I just like to kind of better. Just takes a little work, and I just like to go along the edge with this just to make it look more finished. I think I have one of black Faber-Castell on my favorite things, and then you can go in through that and find the other colors. I use my black one all the time for shading. See, that kind of finishes that edge a little bit. Now this side is it's pretty good with the paper, but I'm still going to just go over it. Oop, yep. Yeah, the great thing about these pens for shading is they kind of stay wet for a minute, especially on Mod Podge, and you can kind of you know, blend them out a little bit. Okay, so this is the way we are going to go with that, and we are going to put this on here. I mean, seriously, look at that. That's just the right size, I think. I'm going to try and pull these down a little bit before gluing. Maybe I'll put them to the back side like that. I'm going to trim this off a little bit. Okay, and we are just going to attach that trim to the edge. So I'm going to Fabri-Tac it because I really want it to stay. Okay. My Fabri-Tac is running out. I do go through it. Okay. You just stay down there, little pieces. We'll trim that off a little bit when we get it all stuck down. I think once that sticks, I might go around the edges with a little bit of distress ink just to distress it up a bit. And the purpose of this, which might have been a good thing to tell you at the beginning, but you probably got it. I called it a writing board. Our journal is going to have lumps and bumps just because of all the fun trims and stuff of Boho. So we need ourselves a little board to put in for journaling, to be able to journal properly on the pages when you've got a little bump underneath or whatever. You can still journal properly. Just going to add a little right there. To get that stuck down. Okay, we're going to put this away for the moment and continue on with our book. I'm just going to set it up above so that it can really dry. Okay. So I've got my little folder with my few things. Oh, that's what I was thinking of doing. I forgot all about it. Let's see how that would look, or if it would work. Yes. Glad I grabbed that folder. I was thinking about putting this on there like that. Yep. We're going to do that. We are going to do that. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, that finishes it off nicely. These are more or less intended for a to be a cover, but since I had that fabric that I wanted to use, we really didn't need a cover. So yes, let's do that. I'm just gonna get the spots where I didn't cut it very well. Yeah, so this is from Artie Maze's Boho kit. That's where this is from. And it's pretty fabulous. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, I'm so glad I opened that folder. I would have forgotten. Okay, how do we want to stick this down is the question. You know, I think I'm going to pull back out the Mod Podge because I'm going to want it protected, because since it's going to be a writing space, I think that would be good. Okay. Not quite done with the Mod Podge. Thought I was. Okay. Good thing I didn't call this a tutorial. Because not necessarily doing things in great order here. Let me grab out my again, and we'll scoot that over. And here we go. My Mod Podge, I haven't been using it a lot and it's getting a little lumpy. I'm going to have to, and I'm right at the bottom. But I have another jar, of course. You know, you start to get low on something, you just always just grab a new one so that so it's a beautiful day here today, although we had in the middle of the night, like 2 o'clock in the morning, a major lightning thunderstorm. It woke me up. So yeah, it was a good one. So, okay, I'm gonna stick this down. I want to go here, and I'm gonna kind of slide it under the trim a bit. So okay, get you under. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and then put a little Mod Podge on this girl. Just because we're doing Mod Podge. I could probably even use my Oohoo stick to stick her to the paper, but we'll just use the Mod Podge since we've got it out and we're using it. Okay. Get that on. Preferably straight. Okay. Oh yeah, that is nice. That is nice. I love that. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to put a thin coat, if I can, as gloppy as my stuff is. I want to put a thin coat of the Mod Podge over the top, just to make sure it's a protected writing surface. Nice. Just thinning it way out so that it's not at all gloppy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I really got quiet there. I was just kind of painting and thinking my own thoughts. Okay, how are we doing with this? Good. Okay, I'm gonna trim those off a bit. Okay, we'll lay it aside, and as soon as it's all dry, I will share it. Okay. Alrighty then. So what I was going to show you is I got reorganized a bit, and because I had an explosion of boho here the last time we worked on the boho journals. So I had to take a moment. And so look at this. I put it all in this bucket. So I have the snippets that we made on top, and then I organized all my fabrics, trims, and stuff so that I think I can just lay this on its side up here on my table and be able to see what we need without it being a giant pile of boho. Yeah, that's going to work great. Okay, set these on top. And we've got all our little ephemera from Artie Mays in that folder. So let's get to playing with this. Okay, so this was fun. My husband found this envelope. I don't know, I think it was one of his Father's Day cards or something. And he was like, can you use that? And I'm like, yes! So I had this trim, and I just backed it on the Project Life card, and I'm thinking we're going to put a pocket there. And I think what I'd like to do is just put this on the edge of a page so it flaps out. So we might do more to this page. I just am not sure that it's quite done. There's our belly band. I just thought I might look and see if there's a spot where it looks really awesome. It's not too bad right there. There's green there and red there. That's not too bad right there. The red on that side's not the best, but ooh, how about here? Yep, I think I'm going to do that because that's just our coffee dyed piece. We can tuck something in there. Okay, I think that's where that's going to be. I would kind of like to maybe do a little embossing on that. I don't know if it's going to fit through. I was thinking about just using my little tiny machine here. And I just need to make sure it would fit, and it won't. So, okay, so much for that idea. All right, we'll think of something else. Maybe we'll just do some stenciling or something on that. Okay, but anyway, that's a good spot for that. Gonna need to do more in the back, I think. Oh, there's an envelope back there. So that actually works great that it's in the front. Okay, okay. So I'm thinking we need to start figuring out our journal. I don't want to sew it in quite yet. I'm trying to think. I mean, if I sewed it in before all these pockets and stuff were on there, it wouldn't be as thick, but I don't think it's going to matter. So let's just get started playing. So I was looking at this and I'm thinking I want to add some trim to the bottom of this so that it hangs down, some beaded trim. So so that's not bad, and I do love that trim. I thought I had some in here that I was looking at. This is, sorry, I hit my head on the camera. Boy, that hasn't happened in a while. I must have it in a weird position. Okay, this doesn't have the dangles, but look at how gorgeous that is. I love it. In here? Oh, there it is. I found it. Oh, it was in the trims. So my original thought was this, and I really like that on the pocket. I think I'm going to go with this one. My other thought is that the tassels on the writing board are so big that maybe it would be good to go with something a little more dainty here. So I'm going to kind of hang out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Let's get that on there. Okay, we are just going to, I think we'll Fabri-Tac it. So right about there, right about in between those beads. Then we have 3 beads left to do something with. That's actually, that's probably a good snippet trim thing. I do have one bag in there that's kind of the snippet trim area. I'm just going to use my glue book for this. Oh my gosh, I've got a little string. That is part of the deal with boho. Stringy. It's real stringy. So anyway, I was telling you that it was like had a big storm last night. Lightning and thunder. I think it was the lightning that woke me up more than the thunder. The flashes in our bedroom were like, whoa. So it must have, and then, you know, the thunder was quickly thereafter. So I think it must have been pretty darn close to our house, which freaks me out. But we're okay. We're okay. Okay. Okay, I like that. I like that. Let's set that aside to dry. And I think we might attach some of the other things in here. So that's going to go on that page. We need to remember where that goes. But so here is our belly band. You know what else we need? Did I do a fabric flip for this yet? I gotta kind of remember where I'm at here. Oh yeah, we did this one. That's gonna be cute. Did that pocket, which I don't know if I love. It's kind of wonky and crooked, and I don't know if I love it. So this one is only a maybe at this point. Oh, this one goes here. Envelope. No, I do not. Wouldn't that be fun? Do we have time? Oh yeah, we have time. Okay, let's do a fabric flip. That'd be fun. And I'll be honest, I may just glue the whole thing, which isn't a bad thing because then you can see you can certainly make fabric flips with just glue. And the reason I'm going to do that is because my sewing machine's still in the shop. I might, do I like this? I might like that. Okay, I'm seeing some fabric right off the bat that is kind of calling to me. Or it's more like lace. Ooh, yeah, isn't that pretty? And go with the blue. Okay, so let's find some fabric for under that. That would be good. There is this one. That's nice, isn't it? Ooh, that is a pretty piece. No idea where I got it. One of my wonderful Happy Mail people, no doubt. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go about here. And then go up the side. I'm holding it on the page just so I can kind of hopefully cut it somewhat straight. Oh, I don't know. That's not going to work. Using the lines on my cutting board, that will work. And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, that's real fun fabric. I got to figure out how to fold this. Look, it's got a little bit of liner right there. Okay, this was down like this. Maybe this was like this, and this was over the top. Yep, that's how it was. Oh, so pretty. Okay, got it. Now if I can slide it into this bucket nicely so I don't wrinkle it all up. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm going to let the tattered edge be down low. Then this, I think I want this, like, okay, well, I think maybe about right there. Okay, just give me a marker, and then I'm just gonna kind of split the difference on this point. All right, still have a little bit left to play with. Yeah, slide that in kind of by that one. So funny because I kind of had browns in mind, but then I flipped to that page and it's like, ooh, blue would be nice. So it goes this way. looking at this, thinking, wouldn't it be fun to have a little piece of something that would bring that out? Just like a little strip of it, kind of. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's go like that and go right up the fold. Sounds like my husband's mowing. He's so cute. He has figured out how many mows until we leave on vacation. And so he knows when to mow, so he gets it all done before we go. I love it. So let's see. Actually, I think this video is the first one that will be running while we're on vacation. So I'm here, but I'm not really here. And just really glad to have gotten them done so that we could still hang out together even though I'm having fun in the sun. Okay, I would have liked that longer. I would have liked that longer. But if we're not sewing, if we're just gluing, I could glue it down there. Right? Right. Okay, and then this. Those strings. Okay. Because then I'm thinking of putting some trim across here, and I was looking at this one. Oops. This one. It's tiny beads. Just across there. Would that be cute? Wonder how I cut that to keep the beads from falling off. I guess you don't. Do we like that? I feel like I want something right there. But what? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let me get, these are my trims from my pal Sheila Gingrich. And I kind of want, ooh, that is the one I was thinking of right here. I just want a little light in there too somewhere. So, but it's so wide that it's kind of covering up. Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And once again, so see how bumpy that is? So you're going to need your your writing board to lay here to journal on there. So that is why we made that. That's a good example of why. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to sort of lightly pull this off, hopefully. It would be good to have all layers, like so. And then we're going to put the book up, and we're going to glue. Okay. I think I want the book under it so that if it seeps through the fabric, it doesn't glue to my mat. I just cleaned my glass mat, so I don't want it to get all lumpy. Okay, so this actually needs to come down a little bit. And that. Okay. Okay. See how we do that. Actually needs to come over a bit too. I want it to line up with that. Okay, if I get those two down, we should be good. There's my little. Thank you, Rachel and Rachel Subby, for telling me about using the card to glue down so you don't get yourself all gluey. So concentrating, aren't I? Okay. Okay. That's down there. Okay. And that's going to be across there, I think. So I think I want this kind of right at the bottom of it. Okay, right there's good. Okay, so I'll put that right there. All right, I'm just gonna run a bead of glue down the middle of this. Okay. And then let's cut this. I'm scared to cut it because of all those little beads, but I'm gonna do it and see what happens. I'll lose a bead or two, no doubt. But maybe once I get it glued down, they won't go anywhere. That's my plan. So as you know, I'm filming ahead. This is the first day of the vacation, I believe, when this one will air. So I did want to tell you guys that I'm likely not going to be looking at comments and stuff. I'm going to do my best to just leave my phone off, except for talking to my family about where are you and where are we and let's meet up here and stuff like that. So if you don't hear from me over the next week, I love you, I do, but I am just going to be a little bit off the grid for a little bit. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac just on the edge of these if I can. Yeah, just like that, to see if that will seal it a little bit. Okay, now we're going to put this over on this side to dry. I wonder how our writing board's doing. Let's look. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's still a little bit wet because it's pretty saturated, but our dangles work so good. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so I want to just see what it looks like. It'll just slip in the back of the book like so. And that will be that. Just like that. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, cool. That's going to be cool. Okay, I'm just going to leave it to sit. Now that this is on, I think I'm going to sit it up like this. Maybe we'll set it right here, because then both sides can get air and it can dry a little bit more. Okay. So meanwhile, this is ready. So I think I'll put the cover up for a moment. And let's start adhering the pockets and stuff. We've got about 10 minutes left, so it'd be kind of fun to get some stuff actually in the book. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this page out, because I think it'll just be easier to get it nicely put on. And I want to have it right at the bottom edge, because I want those beads to hang down. So on putting on these pockets, I'm going to use my art glitter glue. This is a nice sturdy pocket using that. We use that alphabet card thing that I just had hanging around. That's nice too. It's always nice when you can use a piece that you've had kind of hanging about for a while. Okay, we want to go right to the edge. Kind of center it and put it right on the edge. Exciting. Oh my gosh, I am so in love with this paper with the brushos. I need to make some more. It's so pretty. I just love that. Okay. Okay, so we got that. That's good. So that is going to be like so, hanging down. Love that. Okay, then let's pull out the page. This is gonna have this on this side and the FabricFlip on the other. So let us, that's thick. I think I'm gonna do Fabri-Tac on it. Oh, got another string on the top and bottom. Just make sure it's really in there. Goodness, I'm gonna have a garbage full of strings once I get done with this. It's just, the nature of the fabric is super stringy. Okay. Let go. Fabri-Tac, let go. Okay. That at the top. And bottom. Lovely. Okay, that one goes right there. Let's put a paper clip right there, because I'll put that back in, but I'm going to let that sit out to dry just a bit so it doesn't glue all the pages together. Let's see what other mischief we can get in here. Oh yeah, there's more I want to do to that. I think I'll save that for another one where we have more time. Let's put this guy on. So we've kind of decided that it's going to go right there. Okay, that goes inside. So I think I would like that really kind of centered on that page. So let's get that on. I'm excited to make some ephemera too. I mean, I might have some stuff in my ephemera bucket, but really, you know, the boho is such a different style that I might not really have what I want. Okay, so hopefully that's at a good angle for the card. Or I mean, good position, not angle, position. Okay. So then that's just going to slide right in there, which I will take it out for now. But you know, what I'm thinking I want to do is, I think I want to do these edges a little bit. Yeah, I like that. And I'm getting this on my glass mat, but what I'm going to do when I clean that up, I'll spritz it with water and drag a index card or a tag or something through it. Just where this is light, just going to go around a little bit. Okay, I like that. Yep, like that better. I'm going to do the same thing on that one, I think. Okay, so that then slides in there, and that goes in the journal right here. Probably go around all of those pages. Okay, still the jury's out on that. Not gonna adhere it. This one, however, I loved. I loved that one. I think that's really cute. So let's just pop that one right on there. Once again, we used one of those little flashcard or playing card things, and a nice sturdy pocket. Okay. This one doesn't have to be clear to the bottom because there's nothing hanging down that I want to have show or anything. So hopefully that was the right way. Yeah. Like, because I really like that across from there. Okay, so then what's back here? Yep, we got to work on that envelope yet. That's next video. Okay, so let's work on this a little bit. So let me see now. This goes in like this. Yep, and so that side, yep. I just wanted to double check myself. Let's see how this is doing. It's probably stuck to my book. A little bit. Because I figured it would kind of go through. Okay, well let us put some Fabri-Tac on here. For our flip. Oh, I think these are just so much fun. They just really kind of let go and go crazy, don't they? Okay, so I also wanted to go around this one a little bit. I think I can do it while that's drying on there. make that. There we go. Just a little bit down there too. This side's much lighter than the other side as far as the brushes go, so. Oh, there goes some of those little beads. I guess we'll lose a few, but that's okay. All right. So that page, I think we're just going to leave and let dry. We've pretty well done it, haven't we? So undecided about this guy. I don't know. It's just funky. I mean, maybe I'd like it better if it was just here and here that I went ahead and glued it and made it kind of more like a tuck. Maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know. Gonna give that one some thought. I've got beads everywhere. Beads and strings. So fun. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, I think I'm at a good stopping point. I'm going to let everything dry and then we'll come back and I don't know. I think I might be to the point of sewing in. I think that's what I want to maybe do next and then just embellish from there. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching and we'll just see you next time. Bye-bye.